Ladies and gentlemen, we did not have a food shortage in America at all. We did not have a shortage on water, toilet paper, hand sanitizer. It was the hoarders that went out here and created this situation in America. This is why I'm telling you again, don't follow what the high IQ crowd does. Okay? They are not the ones you should be following in a crisis. We don't need people to panic shop. That was totally unnecessary. It was enough water to go around. It was enough toilet paper to go around. But see, look at what they're doing now, ladies and gentlemen. They're trying to return these items back to the store because, see, many of them realize they're going to be out of work now. And the stores are not taking anything back during a time when there is a highly contagious virus going around. So you are stuck with those products. You are completely stuck. I guess they didn't anticipate they would be out of work. So, ladies and gentlemen, people are still having a hard time finding items thanks to the hoarders. And this is only going to get worse in the country. But see, this is what happens when people don't think and they panic first and then have remorse about it and want to return items back to the store. I tell you what, I don't want those returned items that's been sitting in your house. We don't know what's going on at your house. Somebody at your house could have coronavirus. We don't want your packages or your repackaged goods. The hell with that. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me go ahead and play this video that came out on CNN Business.
Clean stores closing early just so they can restock shelves. Restaurants limited to just carry out. Coronavirus fears have Americans worrying about the once unthinkable. Could it soon be hard to find food in the U.S.?
No need to rush into the stores as if all of the food will be gone and there won't be any left to restock. No problem with the food supply chain, and they will be able to restock the shelves.
Officials with Morton Williams supermarkets in New York say traffic in their stores is up 300 to 400%. Online grocery delivery service Instacart says it saw its highest customer demand in the company's history this past weekend, with customers downloading the app as much as 4 times the normal rate. Twice Monday, President Trump tweeted to try to quell shortage fears. Support your neighbors by not hoarding, said one. And we are confident that supply will continue to meet demand nationwide, said the other. On Sunday, the president spoke by phone with more than 24 grocery store and supply chain executives.
We had a long conversation with them, and they're going to work 24 hours around the clock, keeping their stores stocked.
The problem isn't a shortage. Warehouses are full of non-perishable foods, enough to last for months. But healthcare and consumer industry groups are sounding the alarm. The supply chain could break down as more and more Americans stay home or fall ill, leaving fewer and fewer workers able to make, process, pack, and deliver. And that's not all. Groups representing such household names as Clorox, Procter & Gamble, and Pepsi fear other countries cutting off exports to the U.S. in order to keep supplies for their own sick populations. India, a major supplier of many drug ingredients to the U.S., has already limited exports of the painkiller acetaminophen. Germany has banned the export of protective equipment like masks, gloves, and suits. Then there are the millions of students who depend on meals from school lunch and breakfast programs. As states shut down schools indefinitely, fears grow kids could go hungry. In Texas, hundreds lined up for food handouts organized by public schools in Houston. Similar programs are starting up all over the country. In Atlanta, Pet Yerda was grateful for the food for children like her 7-year-old grandson.
Parents can't afford to get the food. Yeah, there's food stamps, but they do run out. So I think it's a good program that they're offering to the kids.
Meanwhile, food banks and food pantries are drafting emergency coronavirus response plans, as officials worry the hunger safety net for a whole population of Americans could soon be overwhelmed.
Well, that's true. But, we really didn't have to be in this situation, y'all. We really didn't. If people didn't go overboard out here in the stores, you would have everything accessible to you right now. So, what happens if we suddenly can't buy, or you may not be able to find the product that you need for months? This is definitely something to think about, ladies and gentlemen, because now we are in this situation. I had someone say, all I want is one can of Lysol spray. I can't get it nowhere. No, unfortunately, there are still people in this deep panic in this country, and they don't realize that's not the only thing you can use. There are many other products you can use that effectively kill germs, just like that can of Lysol. So, this is what happens when you are in a country full of selfish people. This is what happens. So, one good thing is some of these farmers are saying they may have to sell directly to the public. Actually, that sounds like a good, a good idea to me. I would love to go and buy directly from a farmer, especially anything that I don't grow. Absolutely, I would love it. You know, so they're talking about a lot of stuff that's normally imported because countries are putting themselves and their sick population first. A lot of that stuff may not make it to US shelves, but time will tell. But one thing they did say in the month of April, which we are officially in now, they were saying that don't be surprised by the empty shelves. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is what we get. This is what we get when people go over the top out here spending money and not really taking into consideration, even with the lockdown, I can still go to the store. I can still buy the items I need. Here in my state, you can still even go to the liquor store. We have to get off the roads by 8 p.m. But in the morning, all afternoon, and in the evening, you can get your butt up and go to the store and get whatever you need out here. Nobody is stopping you. There are people out and about all day because you know what? Nobody's working. Hardly no one is working out here. If your job is not considered essential, then you're not out here working. So, many stores out here have restrictions on what you can buy now. And I'm glad they're doing that. Now people can't go overboard. Now, can they still hoard? Yeah, they can go from store to store buying those same items over and over, but they can no longer fill their cart with 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 packs of toilet paper. I still don't know what the toilet paper thing was all about. I really don't. That was the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. So, ladies and gentlemen, please tell me what you think. They're worried about restrictions, but look, it is what it is. Whether these shelves get stocked or not, we still have to get up and live. And you're going to have to get up and make it the best that you can. Now, one thing I do like is this is going to make people be a lot more sensible. This is going to force people to either make your own products, which many people do. There's a lot of people that make their own soap and make their own deodorant, make their own lotion, and all of those things. Actually, I do those things. And the nice part about that, you put the ingredients that you want. You don't have all the extra junk that they put in when it comes from a manufacturer. But y'all, please tell me what you think. You know, we may be in this situation for a long time, but please tell me what you think. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.